Got the trailer loaded up. It's full of trash. We gotta dump it before we go, but she's smoking because it's morning. Normal stuff. We got extra straps, spare tire, fuel tank. Got some tools, fuel filter, you know, normal stuff. Clothes. A long trip ahead of us, but we got to go to my dad's job first, and then about 12 o'clock we can start heading to the first guy, which is to pick up the $900 four-wheeler, and then we got to pick up the side-by-side. You'll just wait and see him. Guys, we just made it here to the gas station. We're gonna fill up, grab something to eat, and we're about 50 minutes away, so enjoy it. We're about to see that four-wheeler, then we gotta go pick up the side-by-side. We gotta fill up this 4 to 5 gallon tank. Well guys, it's kind of dark in here. Plan this video to go a little different, but we did get the four-wheeler. It looks excellent. $900 four-wheeler looks excellent. We're gonna go over it when we get home, but as you can tell, look in that trailer, focus. There ain't no side-by-side in there. That's the four-wheeler, the black thing. There's no side-by-side, and that's because we were kind of lied to about the side-by-side. He didn't tell the truth. We'll go over that more when we get home. Right now we're going to this hotel. We're gonna spend the night here, and then in the morning we'll go over the ATV and tell y'all why we didn't buy the freaking side-by-side. What's going on, guys? We just got back and already got the thing unloaded, as y'all saw. Got my trailer unhooked. The trailer's over there. No side-by-side. Before we get into that, let's show y'all this thing. It does have the expensive second seat. It's kind of messed up. It needs to be reupholstered. As y'all know, let me show y'all over here. I'm an Arctic Cat guy. I know most people don't like Arctic Cats because they, I don't know why, but I got Arctic Cat diesels. They're epic. This thing's pretty sweet, and I sold one of these Arctic Cat diesels for like $8 grand. Not too long ago, I sold an Arctic Cat 700. Really not far away from this one in condition. I mean, this one wasn't far away from it in condition. And I got like, it was like $3,700 for it. I gave $900 for this thing. $900. And it looks pretty dang good. I mean, it's got some cracks in the plastic here and there. It's even got a built-in chicken. No, I'm just kidding. It needs some new axles. It's got a little bit of rust on the frame, not bad. It's actually just mainly that A-arm and the exhaust. It really is not that bad though, the rust. Throw a little spray paint on there just so it won't rust anymore. Front looks perfect. There ain't no engine leaks or nothing. Tires look good. They actually look quite new. Screen is complete toast. I don't even know how that happened. It does have a built-in, an added on radio system. Kind of junky, but we may just take that off there. But it's radio. It's got a control. Thing fires up, no problem. Fires up absolutely no problem. It stays up there a little bit, but what we're gonna do this thing is put some fuel cleaner in it, power wash it, change the oil, probably throw some new axles on it since one of them is actually missing. As you can see right here, it's completely missing the axle. He's just got the little end in there so don't get no dirt or nothing in the actual differential. Yeah, we're gonna start power washing this thing. We got the oil filter. We're getting it from O'Reilly. They said they'll have it in at 2. And let me real quick tell y'all why we didn't buy the side-by-side. So we actually picked this $900 four-wheeler up. It was actually in Texas, but we drove about, it was about 2.5 hours, something like that, 3 hours. Definitely a good deal because I'm gonna be able to sell it for quite a bit more after I fix it. And the side-by-side, we go. He tells us everything's good on it. It was a Polaris 900 crew diesel. $4,500 is what I got him down to. And he tells me everything's good on it except it needs shocks and springs. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Well, he was a little bit weird about it. Like, he called me saying, hey, just want to let you know this thing, it's not perfect. It's got some faded plastics and it needs the shocks and the springs. I was like, yeah, that's fine. We head there. Well, we first pick up this, so really we only went like an extra 45 minutes or an hour to pick the Polaris up. It had a title, so everything checked out. It wasn't stolen. But we get there, the first thing I notice is the sway arm is cut off, like broken. And then I watched some videos on what to check on them. I go to the front differential. I first check the back, it's all tight. I go to the front, wiggling like crap. So it needed a new differential, which those are like $600 new, and if you want the upgraded one not to mess up again, it's like $1,100. So obviously I wasn't gonna pay the same $4,500 knowing that. Then we go to test drive it. It's making this horrible racket in the belt box, and basically he's messed with some stuff in there, stretched the belt or something. We think something was wrong with one of the clutches. We don't even know, so that was another bummer. That wasn't the biggest deal since it did drive and everything. It was kind of hard to go into gear, and the motor ran fine. It had like 15,000 miles, which he did not tell us that it had that many miles. No, it was 19,000 miles, 19,000 miles, sorry. Most miles we ever seen on one. Didn't have too much blow by, and everything looked pretty decent on it. Like, it didn't have too much rust on the frame or nothing. The exhaust was rusted out for some reason. But other than that, there wasn't too much rust. But anyways, we were like, okay, man, it's got the differential, the sway arm, it needs new shocks. We don't even know, maybe the frame was bent. It was riding real low, and the shocks looked fine. The tailgate was broke on it. I mean, it was pretty rough. It didn't have a back seat. It was a 6-seater, but the back seat was gone. It was a pretty rough machine, so we were like, man, what about $3,500? It needs a $600 differential. For the good one, it's $1,100 or $1,200. It needs all this stuff. Would you take $3,500? He didn't take it, so then later on he said he'd take $4,000, and we said we're already too far away, man, and it's just not worth it to us. It's a little too much work. Basically, it ended up costing us 2 hours of our lives, and other than that, not much of nothing else. So guys, whenever you post something, just tell everyone everything that's wrong with it, because most likely they're not gonna buy it if there's an extra $1,500, $2,500 of work that they don't know about. We're just gonna power wash this thing, change the oil, or throw some fuel cleaner in the tank. Let's get to work. Okay. guys, I got her all cleaned up quite nicely. Motor cleaned up pretty dang good. Not too bad. Little rust right there, not bad. Other side looks pretty dang good. It's sunny out. Okay guys, I've been working on this thing. I know I said I was gonna do this stuff on camera. I decided not to because well, I just thought it wouldn't be very fun watching me change oil. Everyone knows how to change oil, I think. So she's looking pretty awesome. Looking pretty epic. Got me a K&N oil filter on there now. Brand new. We did what we had is T6 oil, so no Rotella oil. We put Rotella in it, which is fine. It's just a little heavier than what it's supposed to be, but it's fine. I did go ahead and fill up the coolant. The carburetor was about to fall off, which is completely crazy. It literally was about to fall off the front boot. It was so loose. The carburetor was about to come out of the boot, so I pushed back in there and tightened it up. Adjusted the fuel. Cleaned out the air box. We got an air filter on order. Threw some ethyl-free fuel in there as well as some fuel cleaner. That's all I've done to it so far besides power wash it. So she's come quite a ways. She does have a whole sound system, which is pretty cool. But I think that's gonna be it for this video. We're gonna take her down the driveway real quick. Once we get the air filter in and we got some axles coming in for it, then we'll go rip this thing out in the pasture and maybe even compare it to the diesel, race them or something. Wow, that's so much information on that screen. Brakes work okay. May need a little more brake fluid in there. This thing does drive and run really awesome. It's definitely a clean ATV for only $900. Of course, I did drive there and everything, so I've got, right now, after everything I've done to it, axles, I'll have about 1,400 in it, and then I should be able to sell it for around maybe 3,500, 4,000 max probably. I don't know exactly what they're worth, but should be a pretty fun project. Thanks for watching, guys. This is really wide, and I'll see you on the next one.